Welcome back to another episode of Brighture Reacts. I'm Nash, and today we've got something extra special lined up because we're diving into the world of one of Japan's most talked about stars, Mackenyu. From blockbuster anime adaptations to heart-stealing roles on the big screen, Mackenyu has been making waves not just in Japan but all over the world. In this episode, we'll be reacting to videos of him speaking in both English and Japanese, with our reactions focusing on his skills as a bilingual and the way he switches between the two languages. So grab your popcorn, get comfy, and enjoy as we celebrate his charm, talent, and versatility right here on Brighture Reacts. And of course, don't forget our free trial lesson and assessment on brighture-edo.com.
撮影現場で怪我のないよう事故のないようになんて言うんだろう prep 日本語が出てこない日本語準備です準備をする準備が prep 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 very good
very good. Okay, so in the first clip we can see the speaker struggling to come up with a certain Japanese word and ends up using or saying the English term for it instead. This is very funny, especially because of how the interviewer reacted to it. Very, very funny, but at the same time, this is also a very good example of code switching. So code switching happens when a bilingual speaker, someone who can speak two languages fluently, switches from one language to another. It's usually because it's easier to express his feeling or express his thoughts using that certain language, the second language. It happens and it's very normal.
Thing is, we gotta say sha, like opening blind. I mean, what do you call it?
The river, the water, the ocean.
Opening what?
No, the blinds.
Oh, the blinds,
Curtains,
okay.
curtains.
Okay, so in that second clip, we see the reverse or the opposite of what we just saw earlier in the first clip. So here, he is talking in English and couldn't come up with the right word, so he was mentioning or mumbling words. I don't know if it was in Japanese, but he couldn't find it. He just couldn't find the word, but eventually, because he did not stop, he kept on going, he was able to find the correct word, which was curtain. So again, same struggle. The point being here is that if a certain word is really part of your lexical resource or something is really part of your word bank, you will eventually find it if you just keep on going. All right, let's continue.
Yes. クワイアだよね。クワイアってことみんな。ごめんなさいね。ちょっと英語挟まっちゃうんですよ。クワイアットです。合唱です。これR グレーの
That one feels very much like the first sentence. Yeah. First sentence, sorry. First clip, he was also speaking in Japanese and then suddenly he felt like the need to say a certain word in English. In that case, the word choir. Maybe because that's what was more accessible in his mind at that time. So same code switching, but the reaction of the people also made it funnier.
これR グレーのアイスブレンデッドってやつですね。アイスブレンデッド。スムージー状になったやつですよね。
I think we can also connect that to code switching, but focusing more on the pronunciation or accent. I think more on the combination of pronunciation, specifically on the accent, because they were a little bit surprised with how Mackenyu uttered or enunciated the words ice blended. In the Philippines, or in Cebu at least, our R sound is very strong. So for example, I'll just give an English examples for the word sorry. If you are Cebuano, you would say sorry. Example, my nickname is Rem. So if you're Cebuano, you would say Rem. But because we are so westernized here, our R sound has become so soft, like sorry, which is very normal if you speak in English. But even when we speak in Cebuano, Cebuano people would still utilize the soft R sound, like okira, derira ka. Some people would find it a little bit weird and kind of bothersome for some people, but yeah, it happens because we're bilinguals.
なんだっけ、トラディショナルデイっていうのがあって、自分の国、自分のカントリーのそのトラディショナル。
ジャパニーズ日本語のハッピーを。ハッピー。
英語できたのかと思って。
そのアメリカの、アメリカの、その寿司屋、
そこの発音ね、そこの発音、はい。
Okay, so the three clips that we have just seen show how important pronunciation is, specifically a specific pronunciation for a specific language. We know that we have Japanese English accent, or the Japanese accent, and then we have the British English accent, and then we also have the American English accent. Because Mackenyu has both accents, the Japanese one and then the English one, he kind of slips off every now and then to these accents, and then it kind of brought some reactions to the people around him because it felt unnatural for them, at least. For sure, for Mackenyu, it felt so natural, but for the audience around him, it felt unnatural. Okay, let's continue.
Every day.
Oh man, I hear everyone's voice all at once. 本当に毎日が、何をと思ったんだっけ
Okay, that one, again, another completely relatable moment for us bilinguals. Here in this clip, Mackenyu was having a hard time because he could understand everything. In this case, both languages. He was speaking in English, and then an interpreter was also interpreting at the same time what he was saying in Japanese. But he could because he could understand both, it was like an information overload for him, an information overload experience for him. Had he not understood the other language, it would feel like a noise for him. You know what I mean? So for example, if I go to, let's say, China, and then I'm conversing with someone in English, and then let's say I'm in a public place and then everybody just speaks in Chinese, I wouldn't be bothered by that situation because everything just feels like a noise to me because I couldn't understand Chinese. So that's it.
この人も裏表がないから。
そうだね、わかる。それ意外だったんだよね、マッケンに対して。
だからなんか。
何？なんつった？何語？何語なんだ？いや、ちょっと待って、何？あ、そうなんだ。マッケンって2時前になるとなんかそういうなんか猫っぽくなっちゃうんだ。違う。みんな覚えといた方がいいよ。やばいよ、これ。あおんとか、すごいとかやりましたけどね。これは新しい発見ですよね、皆さん。これは
さっきすごい言った宮沢さんだからね。
あれすごい。すごいって何やねん。何歳？本当に24でしょ。大丈夫？海外一人で行くけど。大丈夫。おもらしとかしない？大丈夫？なんか大量におむつでも送ろうか。
Okay, so in this clip, I think they're making fun of Mackenyu, making fun in a very friendly way because of Mackenyu's expressions, including "ow" or "shugoi." Let's start with "ow" first. "Ow," I suppose, is not a commonly uttered expression in Japanese, which is very common, on the other hand, in American English, or even in the Philippines. We say "ow, ow," or "ouch" when we get hurt, or when something relates to us, when something hits home, "ow, ow," like that. But because it was uncommon in Japan, in a Japanese environment, they found it funny. And then "sugoi" actually is a Japanese word, but it's supposed to be pronounced as "sugoi." "Sugoi ne," like amazing, but it sounded like childlike for them. For the Japanese listeners, I would say that the reason behind that was because of Mackenyu's English knowledge, you know, like his exposure to the English environment. So everything kind of mixed up. And that's it for today's Brighture Reacts. Mackenyu's bilingual skills really wowed us. What about you guys? What do you think of people who can speak multiple languages? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed watching this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more reactions. See you next time!